Hello, and thank you for your interest in reviewing and commenting on changes to the IPPF, including the standards. My name is Larissa Nelson. I am the Senior Manager and Lead Technical Editor of the IAA's Global Standards. Today, I'll show you where to find the draft of the proposed standards and how to access the survey to provide comments on the draft. Before we get into that, I'm excited to announce that the new standards will have a new name, Global Internal Audit Standards. The name change demonstrates a general shift toward making the framework and the standards more straightforward. So let's get started.
To find the links to the draft and the survey, click the caret to the left of the language you prefer. From there, you will see 3 links. The first is the link to the draft of the proposed update. The draft is a PDF. When you open the PDF, you will be able to use the bookmarks in the left-hand margin to navigate through the draft. You can find the domains, the principles, and the standards. We recommend reading the entire draft before beginning the survey. The second is the link to access the online survey. And the third is an option to preview the questions of the survey before you take it. When you click on the link to preview the survey questions, a PDF opens that allows you to prepare for the survey. However, feedback cannot be submitted using this document. To begin, click the link from the Standards Public Comment page. This will open a new page where you will select the language in which you want to take the survey. After selecting your preferred language, the Introduction and Instructions page opens. Here, you must provide your consent to take the survey in order to proceed. To proceed through the survey, click the Next button at the bottom of each page. To return to the previous page, click the Back button, and you will see that your answers have been saved as you go. You only need to use the Save button at the bottom of the page if you wish to leave the survey and return to it later. When you click the Save button, you will receive a screen showing a custom link to return to the survey. You must save this link in order to return to the survey with your saved answers. The best way to return to the survey is to copy the link and email it to yourself for later. Without the custom link, you will not be able to return to the survey with your saved answers. Respondents must select whether they are answering as an individual or as an official representative of an organization. While the survey allows you to comment on all of the Global Internal Audit Standards, only 10 pages of questions are required, with about 2 questions per page. And one of the pages addresses the proposed topical requirements, a new element being considered for addition to the IPPF. To proceed through the survey, you must answer the required questions in consecutive order. No matter which answer you select, you may provide comments, but you are not required to. For domains 2 through 5, you'll be required to answer 1 question for each domain. To what extent do you agree or disagree with the proposed content for this element? If you wish to comment on the principles and standards in a domain, please select all of those on which you would like to comment. If you do not wish to comment on the principles or standards in a domain, you must select none before you can proceed to the next page. Please note that the survey must be completed sequentially. It is not possible to skip a domain without answering at least the first question about each domain. Once you've made your selections in each domain, each selection in that domain will open sequentially before the next section is reached. For each standard, there is a question about the requirements of the standard and a question about the considerations for implementation and evidence of conformance. Once again, comments are optional but may be provided no matter which answer you select. Once you've completed the questions about the Global Internal Audit Standards, you'll arrive at a page with questions about the topical requirements, a new element being considered as an addition to the International Professional Practices Framework. Answering these questions is required. For those answering as individuals, 5 demographic questions must be answered at the end of the survey. Your contact information is requested but not required. Once you've completed the survey, click Submit. You will be taken to a screen that shows your responses. In the upper right-hand side of the screen, you'll see the option to email the report or send it to a printer. Thank you for completing the survey and contributing to the future of internal auditing.